shocking news again came from the K-pop world, especially from BTS members who had just completed their military service. After the euphoria of a special post-enlistment concert that shook fans around the world, now comes the big news. Jungkook is said to have made a surprising decision about the direction of his career going forward. This decision is said to make Jimin and BigHit BSH immediately react quickly with strategic steps that have been prepared previously. What exactly happened? Will Jungkook pursue a full solo career? Is this a sign of a shift in BTS dynamics? Let's go deeper. Post-enlistment concerts, the emotional stage that changed everything. In early June 2025, BTS held a reunion concert titled Begin in Seoul as a form of appreciation for the loyal army waiting for the members to serve their country. The concert was not only a nostalgic moment, but also a starting point for a new phase of their career. On that stage, Jungkook performed energetically, performing solo songs such as 7, Standing Next to You, and also an unforgettable collaboration with Jimin. However, after the concert, Jungkook's attitude seemed different. He looks much calmer, even in backstage interviews. He hinted that he was looking for a new path in music and personal life. His statement sparked speculation in ARMY circles. It didn't take long before surprising news began to emerge. Jungkook's new direction, solo more serious, or? According to an exclusive source from a K-pop industry insider, Jungkook has had lengthy discussions with management regarding his desire to focus on solo projects in greater depth and long term. This does not mean leaving BTS, but rather cementing his artistic identity as a global soloist. The source said that Jungkook felt that there were many musical ideas that he had not been able to realize while active as part of the group. Now, after the draft and the reunion concert was over, he felt it was the right time to express more freely. Jungkook wants to explore more genres, international collaborations, and even the possibility of settling down temporarily outside of Korea, said an official at BigHit Music. Jimin's reaction, surprised, but supportive. Jungkook's decision came as a surprise to one of his closest friends at BTS, Jimin. Jimin, who had been known to be very close to Jungkook, even outside the stage, was reportedly silent and did not expect that Jungkook would take this direction so soon after enlistment. In the live broadcast of Weverse a few days after the concert, Jimin had said with a tone full of emotion, "We all have our own dreams, and I know Jungkook is a man who always listens to his heart. I'm surprised, yes, but I'm also proud that he dared to go so far." The speech was greeted with emotion by fans who also felt the strong bond of friendship between the two BTS members. BigHit takes strategic steps. BigHit Music BSH, as the agency that oversees BTS, immediately took a strategic step in responding to Jungkook's decision. They are said to have drawn up a specific roadmap for a long-term solo project that will include Jungkook's second full-length album to be released in late 2025, major collaborations with top international artists, including one of the Latin stars and an R&B singer from the United States, Jungkook's first solo world tour to start in Europe, exclusive documentary project about Jungkook's creative process to air on global streaming platforms. BigHit also confirmed that this step would not interfere with BTS's existence as a group. Instead, they see it as part of a long-term strategy to strengthen BTS members' individual and collective brands in the global music industry. ARMY torn between support and concern. On social media, the ARMY's reaction to Jungkook's decision was mixed. Many gave their full support, seeing this step as a natural evolution of an artist who wanted to develop. However, some voiced concerns that too intensive a solo project could disrupt the rhythm of BTS's comeback as a group. Some of the viral ARMY comments on X, Twitter, include, "Jungkook deserves the world. Let him shine on his own terms. We'll always support him, Purple Heart. But what about OT7's comeback? Don't let solo focus be the reason for BTS's retreat. I'm proud but also scared. Hopefully this is not the beginning of the farewelling." BigHit responded to the fan unrest by issuing an official statement stating that all BTS members remain committed to the group's projects and will make a comeback together within the scheduled time. New question: what will the other members do? The big step Jungkook took raises the question: will this be followed by other BTS members? RM is known to be preparing a more experimental solo album. V Taeyum will reportedly play in an international drama production. Suga is currently active as a producer and composer for rookie artists. J-Hope is reportedly back working with choreographers for her own performance project. Jin and Jimin, meanwhile, are still more focused on recovering, resting, and enjoying time after the draft. Thus, it appears that each member of BTS is indeed pioneering their respective paths, but there's no sign that they will actually separate. A symbol of artistic freedom, what Jungkook does can be read as a form of artistic independence that is increasingly being fought for by many idols of today's generation. No longer tied to one group image, but can explore the identity and color of the music freely. Jungkook, known from the beginning as the Golden Maknae, for being able to do everything from singing to dancing to producing, seems to want to show that he can also become a full-fledged global music icon beyond BTS's big name. End of words. This is not the end, but a new beginning. Jungkook's decision may come as a surprise, even to those closest to him like Jimin. But one thing is for sure, this is the beginning of a new chapter, both for Jungkook personally and BTS as a growing entity. With the support of the agency, strong friendships among the members, and the unwavering love of ARMY around the world, this new direction is not something to be feared. Rather, it is a moment of hopeful transformation. As Jungkook once said in his interview before enlistment, "As long as there's music, as long as there's people listening, I'm going to keep going." And now, that step has begun, toward new horizons wider than ever before. Purple Heart. If this move takes him further than ever, one thing remains eternal. Jungkook is, and will always be a part of BTS. And as always, the ARMY will be there every step of the way. Jimin couldn't hide his shocked expression. Jimin, who was standing right next to Jungkook, immediately turned his head with an expression of disbelief. He seemed to be trying to smile, but his eyes couldn't hide his shock and sadness. Fans who attended even claimed to see Jimin holding Jungkook's hand as if giving support secretly, but also begged for the BTS Maknae to think again. After the concert, a viral video showed the moment Jimin and Jungkook spoke seriously backstage. Jimin looked emotional, and some of the staff seemed to calm the atmosphere. BigHit Music, BSH, acted quickly. "We appreciate Jungkook's decision." Shortly after the concert ended and news of Jungkook's decision began trending globally, BigHit Music immediately held an emergency meeting. In a short time, they released an official statement stating, "We respect and support Jungkook's personal decision. He has been working non-stop since a very young age, and time for himself is a very human thing, and we fully support it. We will work closely with Jungkook to ensure his well-being during this break." However, rumors circulated that Jungkook's decision had made the BSH leadership panic. Several scheduled solo projects, including global advertising, a massive fashion campaign, and promotional contracts in the United States, are threatened with cancellation or postponement. Is Jungkook leaving BTS? This says RM and Suga. After Jungkook's announcement, RM provided clarification through the Weverse platform. He wrote, "Jungkook is not leaving BTS. We've all come to the point where we want to understand who we are without a label. I'm proud she had the courage to choose." Suga, who is now also active again after recovering from injury and finished his military service, said that Jungkook was a person who always thought deeply and was not rash. If he says he needs time alone, it means he is growing. That's not the end of anything, just a new chapter. However, not a few also feel sad and worried about the future of BTS as a group. Some ARMY even compared Jungkook's decision to a long hiatus from other groups that ended in a quiet dissolution. Even so, ardent fans believe that the relationship between BTS members will not falter, and that this is part of their journey as people, not just as idols. Jungkook's future, what will he do? Some sources say that Jungkook is likely to continue his education in the field of visual arts or cinematography. There were also rumors that he would stay several months in Europe, especially in Italy or France, to study privately with famous artists.